Some of the best parts we've ever put on our Fox Body Mustangs didn't come from a performance catalog or a website. They actually came from the Junkyard. For years, this channel has been finding ways to make cheap power on factory parts and have a bunch of fun with it. My dad's car is one of the best examples of years of experience of putting these types of combos together. What I'm fixing on Dad's car over here, I'm going to be showing you one of the cheapest mods that we've done on pretty much all of our Fox bodies over the years that you can get at the Junkyard. And even if you make stock power or 400 horsepower or 600, 700 horsepower, this mod pretty much applies for all of you guys. But first we got to get into fix what happened at Dad's car at the track last week, and I'll show you what I'm talking about and show you some of the mods that we've done that's helped our 8.8 axle survived over the years with the power that we put to it. Now, I'm definitely not going to take a chance and go down a no prep track with gear lube leaking out my axle. I couldn't sleep at night knowing that I could possibly put something on the track and somebody could get hurt. Well, I have unfortunate news. We're not going to be able to make a lick down the track with Dad's car. We saw this. This was pretty big. I just cleaned it up, and it was over here too. I ended up having a pretty big wheel seal leak. It was all over the wheel. And you can see the whole wheel, all the wheel was this whole thing was just soaked in like gear lube and stuff. So we'll have to take this axle off and put a new seal in it, seal it back up and make a hit in it and make sure it's right for. And my whole back of my tire was completely soaked, and so wasn't the backside of the brake plate. Usually that's something like a rear axle seal problem, but we have C-clip eliminators on Dad's car as we've upgraded the axle because we broke the axle several years ago. And these are the strange C-clip eliminators, and we had this gasketed up pretty good, but for whatever reason on that 1119 pass, she blew a seal. We decided to comp ourselves out for the race. It'd be the smart thing to do, even though that's not what we wanted to do. And we brought it home and we fixed it. We could have done that at the track, but we were missing gasket sealer. And this time I wanted to put one of these gaskets that we got from Summit Racing. Now these are what you get with the kit. And we normally just use our gasket sealer and just seal it up pretty good. But this time we're gonna do it right. And we're gonna put one of these gaskets on our C-clip eliminator and you know, get it sealed up a little bit and take up some of the space that might have blew a seal. And then hopefully we don't have to worry about it again. We'll just put a nice little thin layer here. Since it's already a gasket, get some out of the, nothing crazy. We'll do the same on the other side of the gasket and then we'll slide this axle in. This is definitely one of the nice things about C-clip eliminators is it's not only good for your safety, it takes the C-clip out of the actual axle. So if you ever snap an axle, it's not going to come out from your axle housing. It's really easy to take the axle in and out versus like conventional, you'd have to actually take the whole diff apart. It's one of these mods that are highly suggested even with 28 spline just for safety reasons. I mean, at that point you can grab yourself an Explorer diff. So we were actually able to free up the diff because of the rusty ass calipers and rotors. Like I said, most of the stuff that we care about is internally, and this stuff's in really good shape. I mean, it's got some wear on it here and there, but this is 31 spline. This is like 35% stronger than stock. Every bit of 700, 750, 800 horsepower. And you can see right on the gear, 373. From the Junkyard, that's all this is right here. One of the best mods you can get. And we took the packs, and if you look, I'll take you out of the sun here. We actually had some old packs from old diffs that were actually in good shape, and we put the shim, we stacked the packs correctly like Ford's supposed to do. Before it used to be the friction plate on the outside, which this spider gear would wear into that friction plate and cause it to come loose. But when you get the new kits, it instructs you to put the shim or the spacer on this side of the friction plate, that way that doesn't happen again. Probably one of the easiest Junkyard mods that you could ever get. It's the same differential that we have here in Dad's car, is just a rebuilt Explorer 31 spline diff. And we had some old axles from the black car, put some used ARP studs on, and the C-clip eliminators we had to buy new. It sits in there nice and tight, even with the bars the little emergency brake stuff. It goes right underneath the wheel cylinder. It's a nice piece, man. Definitely something that you can put on stock brakes, which clearly we have here. Now we can just put our rotor back on, which this is a 5-lug, but same size as a regular 4-lug. Put a little spacer on and put our wheel back on. It's a good mod to do for, even for just safety for these old Fox bodies, putting that C-clip eliminator in. I mean, simply just get axle, C-clip, and that 331 spline axle. It's a major upgrade for these cars. Get this diff for like 50 bucks at like your pull-up parts and junkyards, and it's already got the packs in it and everything. You just maybe rebuild it at the same time. You can get a cheap rebuild kit for 75 bucks. While you're in the same Explorer for probably another 50 bucks, you get 373s or 4 tons. They go right in here in this axle. Buy some 31 spline axles. Could be Summit brand, could be Mosier, could be Strange. Get some C-clip eliminators, and man, you got a nice little strong axle there now. That's what you got to do, man. These cars ain't got no problem making horsepower. They do have a problem with lots of burnouts. All right, let me get the tire on and we'll get this thing loaded back in the trailer. So we're gonna go out and make a hit in Dad's car, put a little load on the axle to see if it's gonna leak and let it sit overnight. It's probably just fine, but I'd rather find out now than going to the track and, you know, opening up the door again and seeing a big puddle. Fixing this steering and changing this suspension, because this K-member just needs to come out of this car, just not only for the room, but I got to get an alignment on it anyways. And I think our last pass at the track, 11.1, in the weight reduction video that we're going to do with the K-member this week, on top of working on a coupe, we'll see how much time we shave off and how much weight we do in the front. But it's almost 100 degrees right now in Ohio, and she's getting a little bit warm. She's cooling down though. She's recovering, and that's all I care about. Still got 60 pounds of pressure and oil. There's no problem with this engine. That was only on like 11 pounds, 10.5 pounds anyways. Not too bad for heat. Considering only one of the contour fans are running. So I did find a little bit of wetness here on the backing plate. We'll let this sit overnight. Regardless, we'll get it fixed. Shouldn't be that big of an issue, even if we got to replace the C-clip eliminator or whatever. So main portion of the video is us talking about a junkyard mod, and this one has the 31 spline Explorer differential that we literally, I think we picked it up for like $50, and we rebuilt it with like a $75 packs that we had on Amazon. I think that's where the 373's gears came from, the same actual vehicle. So something that you're gonna do when you start making power and you start doing what we're doing with like Dad's car. You see, you have an Explorer out there, you're gonna want to, you know, get its axle differential, its axles, and maybe even its heads and intake like we have on this. But we'll check that leak tomorrow and see if it's still leaking. And worst case scenario, we'll get another C-clip eliminator and you know, figure it out, because that's what we do. But if you guys enjoy this sort of content, check out that join button, become a member of the channel, as it goes to bring you content like this. But outside that, appreciate you watching. Love y'all. I'll see you in the next one.